Hi there! Squidward tells me you're looking for the King Jellyfish.
Yes?
I thought he told Spongebob to look for the King Jellyfish.
Good thing, too. That monster has been stinging all my good customers in their poop decks. I hear that you can find him up top of old Spork Mountain here. Go hook that beast, sailor!
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do.
What are you waiting for, boy? Go get that King Jellyfish!
He still says that. There's some dialogues where some NPCs say that leave it open-ended. So even after you defeat that King Jellyfish and then you come back here to talk to Mr. Krabs, he'll just say, "What are you waiting for, boy? Go get that King Jellyfish." And over here there's a new robot, which is Tartar, or the tartar sauce robot, as he throws tartar sauce on SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. And that fish over there is scared of that tartar robot, or the tartar sauce robot. You can even stun them, but yeah, you can't pick up that tartar sauce robot. So anyway, since my future walkthroughs will be modern games for the most part, I gotta find a way to record with my PS4 and Xbox One, since they do have HDMI cables. I'm gonna need myself an HDMI to AV converter, because my recording hardware only works on AV cables. Which is why I need an HDMI to AV converter. Speaking of modern games, I did finish the whole Uncharted series. So I will be starting my Uncharted walkthrough sometime this fall after Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, or whenever I finish Prisoner of Azkaban. As I am getting into Uncharted for the most part. And when I play games, when I do a recording of games such as GTA 5, that's when I'll need some special hardware to record my walkthrough. And then I can throw the wooden tikis onto those floating tikis, like this one right here. And the last one right here. And over here we can talk to Mrs. Puff.
Hello, Mrs. Puff.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job for you to do.
Oh boy.
I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it.
Sure enough, Mrs. Puff.
Sure enough, Mrs. Puff indeed. Speaking of Mrs. Puff, there's a glitch when you see inside of Mrs. Puff. You position the camera in a different angle. Then you can see the inside of Mrs. Puff, which is pretty creepy. But I'm not going to show you that again, as I did see it from the Stimpy Land and maybe even Badman reviews. Because over here, what we have to do is stun these robots in order to destroy these fountains over here.
That's much better.
And once you destroy all these fountains, there won't be any more robots coming out. And what the lake does is it drains, and then you can get yourself a golden spatula.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
As we got ourselves 8 golden spatulas in this game. And here's what happens when you talk to Mrs. Puff. She'll give you congratulations.
Well done, Patrick. You're a real star.
Can I get a cookie?
No.
And Patrick can ask for a cookie. But of course, teachers don't give cookies to students. We will switch as Spongebob for a while. First, I want to talk to Mrs. Puff.
Tell me you haven't been driving.
Of course not, Mrs. Puff. I don't even have a license.
Oh, good. Then it was just another bad dream.
As Mrs. Puff keeps dreaming about SpongeBob driving. Now over here is a new kind of tiki, which is a tiki. No joke, that's what it's actually called. SpongeBob will have to sneak up on it in order to destroy it. Patrick may throw things at it from a distance, and then Sandy can use her lasso. So the sneaking doesn't always work correctly on my controller because the left thumbstick on my controller is stiff. Let's see if I can get through with this. You sneak past it, and once you go to it without sneaking, it disappears. Then it'll reappear back again. Yeah, the left thumbstick is stiff on my controller, which won't let me sneak properly. Then you can even sneak on those tikis to jump on top of them.
Pretty. Take it.
And that's all we need to do for SpongeBob. We can switch back to Patrick. And now what you need to do is destroy that Duplicatotron.
I will crush them! Again! Oh!
I could have got myself a bigger combo if I destroyed those Thunder Tikis, as it brings out thunder rolls and lightning strikes, just like a song by Garth Brooks.
Has it never won?
Now over here, we can get some more shiny objects, and we can't really get across here to the other side. But what we can do is go across by using this side. What we can do is go up to that Thunder Tiki, We got ourselves a monster combo. So for combos, there's super, ultra, mega, and monster. And a combination of some of them. And Spongebob should come back later when he knows the cruise bubble move. Because once you step on this button, it makes T's appear. You have to make them disappear. Well, by not getting away from that button, but by destroying the T's by using the cruise bubble, as one of Patrick's lost socks will appear.
Don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
And then once we go on ahead, we can destroy more robots. And then there's a new kind of tiki, which is a stone tiki. It can be destroyed with it cannot be destroyed with ordinary moves. It can be blown up by thunder tikis. Or what something else is. You can throw it in the goo. And then it gets destroyed. And you can also use it to defeat robots, I think. As there was something cut from this game. Remember in the episode Something Smells? Or I think that's what it's called. When SpongeBob uses something else to make a sundae. And then without ice cream. He uses peanuts, onions, and ketchup, which makes his breath smell bad. As this was supposed to be a power-up in this game, but it got cut from some reason, as I learned it from Batman. And all we have to do over here is pay that clan 2,000 shiny objects to open the gate. As I do know a couple of ways to skip money bags in Spyro 3.
Pretty sparkly thingy.
But there isn't a way to skip any clams in Battle for Bikini Bottom. And you can use a throw fruit to destroy those tikis over here. And there's a taro sauce robot. Anyway, what I was speaking about Uncharted was that I am looking forward to it. It's not my favorite game, but it's one of my favorite games. Along with GTA 5. But the Uncharted series is the same company that made Crash Bandicoot. The same developers that made Crash Bandicoot. And Jak and Daxter. So yeah, it's some kind of a treasure hunting game. where you play as Nathan Drake. I've played all games, but I still haven't played the Lost Legacy yet. I do have that game, but still haven't played it yet. I will plan on playing it in the future. As for Uncharted, I will play the whole series of the walkthroughs of all the games. By the way, you can go on the seesaw to get that sock over there. And about Uncharted, I will play a walkthrough of all the games, including the Lost Legacy. Then you use this Thunder TV to destroy those tikis. And now there's a Thunder Tiki over here, surrounded by tikis. And there's a box that I haven't opened. Which isn't a problem. Now that I open the box, I'll just go back to that box, which I forgot to open. And it'll take me back here. But keep in mind, even if you open a box in this part, in the second box, well, if you open another box, if you open a second box that you've gotten, and the first box did not open, then you won't be able to transport back to the level. Well, transport back to the area where you first opened that box. Okay, this is starting to get on my nerves. As I want to try to get past that tartar sauce robot. Wait until it squirts. Okay, I got hit again. But at least I defeated that tartar sauce robot. And now, we are almost done with this part of the level, as we are almost done with the level as well. Oh yeah, I forgot.
So shiny.
Well, first let me get that sock right over here. I've already got 15. There is one more sock to get in this level. Well, actually 3 more socks, but only get 1 more sock in this part. But then we'll have to backtrack to get the other 2 socks once we have Cruise Bubble and the Bubble Bowl. No, yeah, keep in mind the Freeze Fruit also wilts. Because once you go on that goo,
You gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
that's what I forgot. To get that purple shiny object. And now we can go on that seesaw over there. Or what we can do is go onto it to get across to the other side. as we will be switching to Spongebob in a minute. Now let me just collect some shiny objects, and some shiny objects from the tikis as well. And then what we can do is go on this seesaw to get all the way up top here. Just to get those shiny objects. And now we can switch back to Spongebob. And now Spongebob can jump up walls when this symbol appears. Jump against the side wall and press the A button to jump again. This is just like in Ratchet and Clank. We can also jump from wall to wall in that game. Let me just defeat that tartar sauce robot. And then get that golden spatula. And now we can go up to the King Jellyfish. Up top Spork Mountain, that is.
Bubble Buddy! Gosh, everyone is trying to help out today.
Step quietly there. That King Jellyfish is just up at the top of this path. Good luck. You'll need it.
Thanks, Bubble Buddy.
And then this is another part of the level which I did get to play test at PAX East. It's just Jellyfish Rocks and then you battle King Jellyfish for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. And then once you talk to Bubble Buddy again...
Are you sure that you're ready to tackle King Jellyfish?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Spongebob isn't ready, as King Jellyfish is from that episode where SpongeBob met Kevin, the sea cucumber. Instead of having Kevin to trick SpongeBob to capturing a queen jellyfish, he instead takes on the King Jellyfish, as we're about to take on him now. Has a nice voice.
I knew the King Jellyfish was big, but who knew he had such a beautiful voice?
Then SpongeBob disrupts King Jellyfish from taking a shower. That's all you have to do once its force is released. You just use our bubble spell on that King Jellyfish, which is also one of the mini bosses of this level, as keep in mind not all levels have mini bosses. Once it releases the force again, you can do this more than once until you defeat it. And now we have to defeat it one more time, as for those jellyfish, those are the big ones. So you have to defeat it twice, and we've already defeated the King Jellyfish. As he brings out the King Jellyfish Jelly for Squidward to rub all over him. And now he leaves. And now I've gotten the King Jellyfish Jelly. Now it's time to return it to Squidward for a reward. And now the water drains where we can get those shiny objects.
Nice.
And now you may use this teleport box. Well, I don't really have to explain it. But we'll use that teleport box after we go down that slide. And then on that slide, once you go over here, there's a path. And once you go over here, you can get one of Patrick's lost socks. And over here is a golden spatula, where Larry would have told you how to get over there to that golden spatula. Speaking of Larry, there he is.
See, no problem. You could do anything you set your mind and your muscle to.
Well, what he would have said if you didn't get that golden spatula was that he would have said there's a golden spatula up top there. All you need to do is find a way to get yourself up there. He just said something like that. And be careful for those jellyfish, as they rarely appear anywhere. You need to defeat them twice. Well, bubble spin them twice. In order to defeat them. I'm gonna go back up to the slide just to see what I missed. I will do this again, maybe just to collect those shiny objects. And I guess that's it. And if you want to destroy those tikis while sliding down, don't press forwards on the controller because they'll disappear. And now let's see if we gotten everything. So yeah, I've gotten everything except those 2 socks, which we'll backtrack for later, and the last golden spatula, which we'll get from Squidward once he rubs all that King Jellyfish Jelly all over himself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so much better.
Anything for my best friend Squidward. Can I rub some on?
What if I just gave you this?
He's like, what if I just give you this golden spatula? As that's what we needed. And also, I got so excited playing this game, I forgot to tell you that you can see other parts of Bikini Bottom. Even when you're not in the level. Like if you're in Jellyfish Fields, you can see Spongebob's house from here, including downtown Bikini Bottom, Sand Mountain, and other parts like the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket, which is where that's the place that we need to go. And oh yeah, you can also see Goo Lagoon from here. I just want to see if I can get myself some extra shiny objects.
Just my size. I feel like a new sponge.
Yeah, so Spongebob used to be my favorite TV show as a kid. And now that I'm older, my current favorite TV show is Friends. Yeah, those were the good times when SpongeBob was such a good show.
It shines.
And let me just get those other tikis over there. Then we can go back to Bikini Bottom. Let me just double check. Let's just talk to Squidward.
This is why I don't go outside. Ever.
As he just likes to stay home and play on his clarinet. He doesn't go outside because he got stung by those jellyfish. But anyway, let me just double check. We got everything except the 2 socks. And now let's go back to Bikini Bottom. And oh yeah. Now we have enough shiny objects to trade from Mr. Krabs for a golden spatula. Why don't we go talk to Mr. Krabs?
So, do you want to trade shiny objects for a golden spatula?
Trade 3,000 shiny objects for a golden spatula. Yes.
That's quality craftsmanship, that is. Come again.
So we traded 3,000 shiny objects from Mr. Krabs. And now when you talk
Your
to him,
treasure chest's looking a bit light, boy.
the next one we need is 3,500 shiny objects. And what we can do is give Patrick his 10 socks back.
Wow, SpongeBob, you found some!
Now they're back home, safe where they belong.
Here's your golden back scratcher.
He's always gonna say that. Here's a golden back scratcher.
Spatula.
I don't speak Italian.
Then SpongeBob says it's a golden spatula. And Patrick says I don't speak Italian. Which is what he'll always say every time you give him back the 10 socks. And you can hear Squidward playing the clarinet. And oh yeah, this is what happens when you talk to Patrick when you don't have enough socks.
Did you find my lost socks?
Not yet, Patrick.
Oh, did they find you?
How could the socks find me? I mean, socks don't have a mind of its own. If they were, then they would be able to find me. Which is just crazy talk. But anyway, now that we have at least 5 golden spatulas, the next level we'll be going to is downtown Bikini Bottom. And after downtown Bikini Bottom, We are supposed to go into Goo Lagoon, but I do want to go to the next part of Bikini Bottom. We don't have enough golden spatulas for that yet. But once we do, after we go to downtown Bikini Bottom, we'll be going into the next part of Bikini Bottom just to get the bubble bowl for Goo Lagoon, since there is something to use bubble bowl there. I know it might mess up the order, but I just need the bubble bowl to use at some machine, which I'll show you later. But anyway, the next level we'll be going to is downtown Bikini Bottom. See you guys later.